Hey, what is going on with you guys? You know who it is your favorite Roblox. I am kidding, I am not a block. But it is of course SubZeroExtabyte coming in clutch with another video for you guys today, and today we are of course doing something new, and with something new I actually mean the same old, but at least something is new, and that is that something happened while I was gone for the day. But let's focus on this first, and never mind, we already screwed up on one of our first sentences. This is going to prove that today will not be a great day for me trying to do some hardcore sleeping right here. But as you may have noticed, I was contacted by a person on the streets. Now I am not sure about the things that he wanted, but I could tell that he wanted something from me, so that is why he sent me down here to this home, right, which is kind of weird, and I will get to the bottom of this. Yes, that was a pun. What are you going to do about? I make puns, that is right, go sue me. Never mind that. No wait, please do not do that. I am afraid, just like I am afraid of dying, but then again that has never stopped me from doing incredibly stupid things whatsoever, so again, sue me. They ate us because they ain't us. At least that is something that the kids used to say way back when I was still a little kid. But then again, I am not all that familiar with what the youth calls street slang, because they think that I am too old for that. Well, you might be right in that, but then again, is there anyone here who actually cares about that? No, that is right, and neither should any of you, so let's hop on and let's find out what it is that this the community dude wants. I mean, come on, of course I am kidding, I know all about this story and everything, and I am kidding because he is a friend. That is all not a secret if you ask me. But then again, I might say that I have got a PhD in medicinal biochem, which I do not have, by the way. But that does not mean that I cannot come up with some kind of mechanism to find out what this guest even wants me to do here. But it will take some time. And we have a lot of time on our hands right now, people. But we will just march on, of course, but then after we recollect, because we just walked straight into that story. That was maybe a little stupid of me, but then again, I am not the one on trail here. I mean, the story of today is about a random Roblox player that turned into a Roblox legend out of nowhere. Literally just nothing at all. And then it just happened, poof, he was a legend. Now this is something that is just insanely horrifying if it were to happen to you. I mean, no one would want that, right? So that is basically what today is about. We are here for that one reason. The story about this the community guy that became a Roblox legend out of the blue, and we have no idea why. I mean, it is basically just an urban legend, and we have no idea if this actually is a true story. But let's say that it is. Well, that makes it all the more scary if you ask me. And I really want to make sure that whatever we do today is actually something that will make sense, so that we can actually find out what has happened around here with this person that you see on your screen. So we start with today. Today was a day where everything that is usually working against me suddenly turned around and actually worked out for the best. Now I can hear you think, why a random friend, what in the world are you on about? And well, my beloved friends, I asked myself the exact same question, and I still do not have the answer to that question. Let's just say that my life is like a roller coaster, and usually there are some hops and dips, but today there was a full-on cork, and let me tell you, it was awesome. Everything that I have done up until this point in time has been worth it, since if I did not do those things, then I would alter the future, meaning that today might never have happened. I could have already been dead. Maybe I had already stopped making these videos, and maybe, just maybe, then I would not be talking to you right now. So I am very grateful for how everything panned out, and I know that I am keeping you guys waiting, and this might all seems like a really elaborate bait where I just tell you that I changed my pants this morning. Woohoo, even though that would be quite the accomplishment. But no, I ended up chasing this guy down after he went out of our house. We actually were roommates there, which was cool. But again, not the story. That is not what I was going for. As you maybe see, I was looking for some amazing cars. And then you might say, amazing cars? Expensive, you mean? Well, yeah, they are amazing, yet expensive. But because of the events that happened today, I will not have to worry about that ever again. And you all are probably on the edge of your seat right now. Whoops, someone just fell off of their seat. Tell me in the comments if that was you. That looked hilarious. But good people, what happened today will exceed everything else that I have ever done up until now. And that does not mean that everything that I have done up until now has been a waste. No, far from that. But I mean, if this day would have come any sooner, then I would not have to work this hard all the time, since I have been working my butt off for a couple of years now. But I know that I am really stretching it right now, so I will just go around and tell you guys. Now look at us go down this thing. He was so non-feared. He is willing to take the lead into the slip and slide abyss. I am the adult here and he is just willing to sacrifice himself by putting himself in front. If that is not some powerful message, then I do not know what is. It is just like he is so darn selfless. Like he is the community. Wait a second, is he literally still running away right now? That is crazy. He is not just smart but he is also an entrepreneur. He is just running like some crazy guy. The community is what they call him. I mean, he was a complete menace. Man, he is a legend already. And he is just a couple weeks relevant. But the thing is, I get that he is interested in my life, but he literally stops at the first thing he sees and he just stares at it. In all of his tiny glory, he is just checking out how good quality that life is. He is literally looking out for America right now. I mean, he is basically the new John Doe or something similar like that. But he was a beast to know. I should contact him again someday, but I cannot go around and be making the decisions for you now, can I? You know that means a lot to me. Otherwise I would not be giving you guys so much insight in my personal life. Hi, wow, that actually sounded even funnier out loud. I cannot believe how I am not on primetime TV yet with some lame stand-up comedy show. I would probably be really good at that if I have to be honest with you. But I do not think that stand-up comedy would be something for me, with all the standing up and all that stuff. I just do not think that my legs are able to take that amount of stress. So I will just chill and keep doing what I do right now, which I am also pretty good at. So that is rather convenient, is it not? But alright, back to the simulation. Since that is the reason why we are here, now aren't we? I am still not sure about what I have to do around here. But the guy basically told me to stay put and make sure that I do not die, because that might be fatal for me in real life, and you know, that would just be a bad thing to happen. At least for me that would be. You know that he is a pretty strange guy. I mean, not in a bad way of course, because I actually like the mystery around him. But I just did not know that we actually were hanging out before today. I just thought that I was having this really bad dream, so who actually knows what I was doing out last night. Let's just hope that that never happens again, because what happened in that dream was just horrible to say the least. Now I need to go to chase him down because I have no idea why he ran. And I am telling you that I do tend to cheat on these things. Now let's see, do you actually want to go to another store or do you want to go and do something else? Because I could think of something that you might enjoy doing. I mean, we could also just go swimming. That should be like a lot of fun. It might be a little more crowded, but that does not really matter, right? Now let's fast forward to the actual racing, shall we? Now let's see, we have got a lot of people around here and it actually looks like this might not be the safest thing that we have ever done around here. So watch yourself please. But no sub, that is a lot of bad behavior, so I am not going to condone that, and I will learn how to be a proper human being who does not go around yelling at people because they have no idea what they are doing on the road or in traffic or in whatever. I mean, we are doing a hardcore obby and that guy was not even paying attention. I mean, how are you ever going to be able to perform the best time that you have ever had on an obby if you are not paying your uttermost attention to the game? Now my head is not really in the right place right now, since I am still trying to find out who this guest is and what in the world he would want from me, because I have got no idea right now. I mean, I usually know everything that there is to know about people, but right now I do not, and it is really bothering me, to be honest. And really I cannot deal with that all too well right now, man. Why can I not find this out? I really think that this is just baffling to me. But of course, if he does not pay attention, then he will not win. And since I actually trying to find this all out. Oh wait, we are basically done, I guess. Well, let's go home then. Or I guess that we are not going home. Well, that is kind of a bummer, I guess. Now that we cannot go home, I think that this guy wants us to chase him with this thing real quick. Well, I guess that I cannot let him wait or anything like that, since he is controlling the strings right now. So I will just make sure that he is happy right now. Okay, so since we actually were almost done, I am not sure how that happened, but I guess the game just somehow glitched out and now we are running low on time and energy, and we will still be needing to make a lot more happen today, so we will have to push onwards for the next couple of miles because he is a menace. I mean, victory may not be within the mile, but that does not mean that we cannot close the distance. So let's just push on and make sure that we can actually do this within the time that we have for this little story time, which was 15 minutes. And if I do not make it within that time, I will be doomed and he will be taking me back into the dungeons of our little frat house and I will have to rot there for eternity. And I am not sure if you guys are at least anywhere near familiar with how long an eternity is. and it basically means forever. So you know forever does not have an expiration date, so that means that I will be stuck in that specific dungeon for the rest of my blocked life and I will be doomed. Like I said earlier, like I literally said that like 30 seconds ago. Can you please keep your focus on the video? Come on, I am not trying this hard just to entertain myself, so stick with it please and watch me go as I make sure that SpongeBob SquarePants will not be taking the upper hand on me, and I will take him down like that one guy from the Avatar The Legend of Aang with his cabbages, and he keeps getting his cabbage cart destroyed in that one world with all of the dirt things. I mean those guys who are able to control dirt or something like that. At least I believe that it was dirt, or rock or something like that. At least some boulders, that is all that I can remember. Alright, please cut me some slack. I have not watched that show in forever, so I am sorry if I do not recall every single detail from that show. Alright, I am also human. Wait, no, I am actually not. Or am I? Well, I guess that you will have to wait for a face reveal to be able to answer that one correctly and with full honesty. Or maybe there will never be one, who knows? Maybe that says it all. But I will just let you guys guess. And you know that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Let that be your little quote of the day. And I can assure you that it will help you somehow or some way with something. Now you might be asking, what in the world has the community got to do with all of this stuff? Well, I will tell you. This guy came up to me and asked about all of this. I mean, he was not the community. Well, maybe he actually was. I have no idea at all. But he gave me this little quest to find out the story about this guy. Wow, that actually rhymed. But nevertheless, I am here to find out exactly what happened, and thus far I have found absolutely nothing right now, which is a bummer. But for this time onward I will just be using him, because right now I do not have the best friend that will help me out, because I still think that Dennis is mad at me for what I did to his cat. Or rather to what I did not do to his cat, which would be not helping him find his cat that I know he is so freaking fond of. And of course I still regret that to today. So please let him know in his comments that I am super sorry for everything that I have done, and that I should have looked for his cat and asked him if we are all alright. Even though that was a long time ago, but he has not let it slip ever since it happened, man. Because I cannot go on and live my life without Dennis. That would just be meaningless to me. Now of course there is nothing worse than having to give in to your defeat, especially when you are as proud of a person as I am. And I am not kidding around, you guys. I am a very proud person, but I am willing to push aside all of my pride just so that I can be able to stay together as a team with my new best friend, the community. Even though we never really found out what happened to the guy. I mean, we know what happened. We have all seen the crash and the spiral thing, but we know nothing. Just like Jon Snow. This is just too weird to me, man. Now people, before I give off the wrong tone here, I still am not sure who he is right now, which is kind of weird. But maybe we will find out more about him in a later part of our life. Who knows? Maybe I will know next video. We will find out who he is and what he wants someday, but that day will not be today because my time is running out and the director is going to be calling cut soon. But once we are through this, we can face everything together. And of course once I make it to the end I die, well, that is just great. But I will have to leave you guys with this. And I hope that I will see you all in the house where my buddy will be back because he loved me. I mean, I don't really know what happened after all of this. I believe that we actually got back home, but I cannot promise that. It is just weird that everything happened this way. But at least I am telling you the complete story right here. Now what I will say right now, and that is why I am having this story here. You need a dream if you're going to succeed in anything you do. So with that said, I will just keep on dreaming about winning, and since I am a winner and a dreamer, that will put me in a vicious cycle of winning and I will not lose ever again. And of course when I am talking about losing, you guys automatically start saying that I am not a loser and stuff, and that I am like the best person in everything that you guys have ever seen. And I really do appreciate all of that. But sometimes you just need some reflection in life, and I feel like these stories are the perfect place for that, because they always just manage to make me feel some special kind of way, and I think that that is awesome, because there is really just nothing like that at all. And I am not even kidding right now, but I mean everything just went back to normal after this. He was just acting really strange for some reason and then got back to bed.